Eistedwch I lawr os gwelwch yn dda. Please be seated. Croeso I Coleg Prifysgol Dewi Sant. Welcome to St David's University College. Rwy'n gobeithio a byddwch yn mwynhau eich ymweliad ac y ceremony. I hope you enjoy your visit here and the ceremony. I hope too you will agree with me that we are blessed here in Lampeter with a remarkably pleasant and agreeable campus, and we are delighted to be able to share our good fortune with you on this occasion. We welcome the distinguished guests who honor us by their presence here this afternoon. Scholars from other institutions who are associated with us, together with representatives of the local community. We value their support and encouragement. We are also pleased to see with us our visitor, the Bishop of St David's. We welcome especially, though, parents, families, and friends of our graduates. On their behalf, I should like to thank you for the way in which you have acted, more or less willingly, as comforter and critic on occasion, administering bromide and balm as occasion demanded. And think too of all those lovely cheques you have dispatched through the post in times of crisis. Today is the day, we hope, when all of that seems worthwhile. So on their behalf, I should like to thank you, friends, partners, parents, for that support. Above all, however, the welcome is extended to those of you here about to graduate, in whatever mood you approach this particular platform. Relief that it's all over, amazement that you've got where you are, or with that righteous feeling that virtue has been justly rewarded. This is your day. You, on this occasion, are the center of attraction. Make the most of it today, because it won't last. We hope, in turn, in this college, that you remember it with affection and, in after years, return and continue to spread to your friends and associates news of what we try to do here. I should also like particularly to draw attention to the existence of the Lampeter Society as a means of maintaining that connection both with your contemporaries and with the institution itself. It's easy to be cynical about ceremonies. From one perspective, dressing up in the way we have all done today, or at least some of us more than others, all this business of caps and gowns appears both ostentatious and extravagant. Aren't we simply fodder for the photographers? Well, no doubt in one sense we are. But every transitional point in our lives is marked by some rite de passage, something out of the ordinary, something to look back on. Apart from the minority among you who will go on to collect other degrees, it won't happen again. So, even if you do feel just a little awkward and uncomfortable in your uniform, particularly on such a hot afternoon, at least try to look happy. These curious garments do provide us with a necessary reminder in a world of media centers and computer banks, not that I have anything against either of these things, a reminder that universities reach back over centuries and that there is something special about the aspirations and the values which they try to embody. Lampeter became one of the University of Wales's constituent colleges in 1971. Before that, for more than 100 years, St David's had awarded its own degrees. So, not only are we the oldest degree awarding institution in Wales, but we also only yield unchallengeable antiquity to Oxford and Cambridge in England. Antiquity, however, tradition, need not entail solemnity. If you can't enjoy the proceedings orally because of an inadequate grasp, as yet, of Welsh, you will find an English text in your programme. Let the proceedings commence.
Gorau awen gwirionedd. The best inspiration is truth. Be it known to members of the University and to all here present that the 170th of the authorised congregations of the University of Wales is being held here in the town of Lampeter on the 10th of July 1992 to admit to their appropriate degrees worthy persons who have through study at the University and through learning, ability and perseverance been deemed worthy of such degrees in accordance with the ordinances of the University, in the hope that they may be given health and long life to serve their generation and their country under the blessing of heaven. Then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday, and they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Anrhydeddus is ganghellor, cyflwynaf I ti, stong sŵn im, baglor yn y celfyddydau, a enillodd radd doethir mewn athroniaeth.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi, derbyniaf di I radd doethir mewn athroniaeth, ac I holl ffreniau radd hon.
Hawl amor eto, o da, dag yn y llys, dy dderbyn yn foesir.
Croeso i'r graddedigion Prifysgol Cymru.
Anrhydeddus is ganghellor, cyflwynaf I ti, Louise Palmer, disgybl o'n coleg ni, a enillodd radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a'r clod uchaf.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi, derbyniaf di I radd baglor yn y celfyddydau, a'r clod uchaf, ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon.
Boed ofal yn wastad dros lwydd ac yn pryder a'n prifysgol a'n gwlad.
Croeso i'r graddedigion Prifysgol Cymru.
Anrhydeddus is ganghellor, cyflwynaf I ti, Jennifer Diane Agg, Louise Jane Aldridge, Gavin Andrews, Graham Willis Bates, Carlo Jason Baroni, Barry Mark Bennett, Jane Susan Bishop, Ruth Gail Blackmore, Julie Brown. Disgyblion o'n coleg ni a enillodd radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi, derbyniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr, ac I holl ffreniau y radd hon.
Boed eich gofal yn wastad dros lwydd ac yn rhydedd ein prifysgol yn gwlad.
Croeso i'r graddedigion Prifysgol Cymru.
Anrhydeddus is-genhedlor, cyflwynaf E.T. Stuart Charles Carr, Stephen Douglas Clark, Helen Mary Clayton, Carol Ann Hayes, Samuel Nathan Hitchmore, Nicholas John Booth, Chantal Françoise Hoppe, Anne Livingston Hughes, Catherine Marie Hurley, Duncan Robert Jenkins. Disgyblion o'n coleg ni a enillodd radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr.
Trwy awdurdod y brifysgol, a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbyniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr ac I holl ffreniau radd hon.
Boed eich gofal yn wastad dros lwydd ac yn rhydedd ein prifysgol yn gwlad.
Croeso i'r graddedigion Prifysgol Cymru.
Anrhydeddus is-genhedlor, cyflwynaf E.T. Hugh Scott Jones, Melanie Amanda Law, David Lemon, Clyde William Lokes, Adrian Derek Mallison, John Patrick Mather, Anne Margaret Elizabeth Reynolds, Jacqueline Ann Simpkins, James Francis Stevenson, Clive Temple, Richard Mark Tolley, Matthew Ashton Waugh, Nicholas James Edward White. Disgyblion o'n coleg ni a enillodd radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr.
Trwy awdurdod y brifysgol, a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbyniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr ac I holl ffreniau y radd hon.
Boed eich gofal yn wastad dros lwydd ac yn rhydedd ein prifysgol yn gwlad.
Croeso i'r graddedigion Prifysgol Cymru.
Anrhydeddus is-genhedlor, cyflwynaf E.T. Edward Thomas Woodis, Indre Iagambun, Peter Alexander Bellett, Indrani Mary Boyron, William Black, Fiona Jane Brown, Nicholas Ian Brown, Disgyblion o'n coleg ni, a enillodd radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd i mi derbyniaf chwi i radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr, ac i holl ffreniau radd hon.
Boed eich gofal yn wastad dros lwydd ac yn rhyder ein prifysgol a'n gwlad.
Croeso i'r graddedigion Prifysgol Cymru.
Anhrydeithus is-ganghellor, cyflwynaf E.T. Eugene Thomas Carver, Joanne Leslie Day. Disgyblion o'n coleg ni, a enillodd radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd i mi derbyniaf ci i radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr, ac i holl ffreniau radd hon.
Boed eich gofal yn wastad dros lwydd ac yn rhyder ein prifysgol a'n gwlad.
Croeso i'r graddedigion Prifysgol Cymru.
Cyflwynaf E.T. Matthew Anthony Levers, Hugh Marion Lewis, Kevin Peter Lynch, Catherine Mary McFarlane, Timothy Clive Marriott, Robert John McConnell, Nicholas Peter Macmillan. Disgyblion o'n coleg ni, a enillodd radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr. Cyflwynaf E.T. Hugh Scott Morgan, Wendy Patricia Muldoon, Adam John George Nelms, Peter Paniotis Paphides, David Glyn Phillips, Sarah Georgina Ann Pittman, Stuart Plant. Cyflwynaf E.T. Timothy Spickernell, Nicola Jane Tan, Elizabeth Frances Townsend, Matthew John Tregenza, Christopher Excel Grimm, Louise Dawn Walters. Disgyblion o'n coleg ni, a enillodd radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd i mi derbyniaf chwi i radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlod mawr, ac i holl ffreniau o radd hon.
Boed eich gofal yn wastad dros lwydd ac yn rhyder ein prifysgol a'n gwlad.
Croeso i Urdd Graddedigion Prifysgol Cymru.
Anhrydeithus is-ganghellor, cyflwynaf E.T. Megdes Gurma Blackwell, Robert Eric Chester, Jason John Fox, Sarah Ann Sunderland. Disgyblion o'n coleg ni a enillodd radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlwb.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd i mi derbyniaf chwi i radd baglor yn y celfyddydau a chlwb ac i holl rhaeniau y radd hon.
Roedd eich gofal yn wastad dros lwyd ac anrhydedd ein prifysgol yn gwlad.
Croeso i Urdd Graddedigion Prifysgol Cymru.
Thank you. This is more daunting than an opening night at the National Theatre. I understand this is a break with tradition to speak, so I don't know whether to feel privileged or scared to death. Before I came into the ceremony, somebody came and put a mic on me, a microphone. I thought it was someone from the CIA or the FBI. But it's, apparently I'm attached to a video. Good morning. It's a great honor for me to be here. And it's also very nice to be here. I don't know this part of the country well. I come from South Wales, from Port Talbot. My life has been a series of completing circles in some extraordinary way. I can't take responsibility for any of it. For me to wear this is very odd, because many years ago I ought to have worn a dunce's cap. Virtually, that's what I was. I once saw a little girl being forced to stand in a corner wearing a dunce's cap, and I remember her terrible humiliation, and I never saw her again. And I'll never forget that and the anger that built up within me for the years. I am Welsh, and I was asked recently, what does it feel like to be Welsh? I said, well, that's asking a cat. How does it feel to be a cat instead of a dog? I said, I don't know. Last night I was in the main library, in the old library. We were having drinks just before dinner, and I saw these terrifyingly forbidding ancient books that smelt of academia and knowledge and wisdom. And there was a pang of regret, because I thought, oh, I wish I'd been an academic. I think I am a frustrated academic. I never went to university. However, I can't waste my life regretting the past, because I think destiny or whatever, or well, maybe I chose it, I don't know. It seems to be a series of accidents. I won't go into the details of it. But I found a career, I found a way of life,